Hi guys, I'm back again today with another video, and today we're checking out Never Going Back to the USA from the Netherlands, and here is why. So we've done similar reactions before of probably two or three people or even more in the past. So I'm really intrigued to see this people or person's reasons to why they don't want to go back. Yeah, so before we start, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button, and let's go straight into the video. Let's get it.
Welcome back to Soul
Couple,
Travels, and we just got back from the States, and you're about ready to find out why we're never going back. Next on Soul Travels. What's that?
To live.
To live. Next on Soul Travels. All right, so we are back, and we just did a trip to the States for a very good reason.
Yes.
Would you not agree?
I would definitely agree.
All right. And the reason we went to the States is because we had to meet this guy right here.
So cute.
So, anyways.
It's our kleinzoon.
There you go. There you go. What is that?
Grandson.
I'm kidding you. All right. But I'll tell you what, it didn't take very long once we touched the ground in the United States. I'm going to say it probably took about an hour.
If that.
If that. And I'm looking at Tammy going, we got to get out of here. We got to get back home. What we're going to do is we're going to cover a few things that we just noticed right off the bat. Things that just didn't really drive us out of the States.
Right.
But they were certainly a contributing factor that we just got tired of seeing it. Anyways, you're going to see for yourself just coming right up here. Stay tuned. Let's check out the first one. Yes,
Hi.
you are beautiful.
Stop it.
Okay, so here we are with the first grouping, and when we picked up our rent-a-car and we started driving down the freeway, the first thing that we really noticed is, and this is just a short span of time right here, is the billboards for lawyers.
Accident lawyers, injury lawyers.
Exactly. We have Jacoby and Myers.
Yeah.
Check it out. We have the Law 888.
Yeah.
And the reason that one is kind of important is Southern California has a heavy Asian influence, and 888 are good, lucky numbers. So that's one of the reasons. Here's a billboard right here that says, injured, say less. The say less thing is part of the Miranda rights. When somebody gets arrested, everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So you're not really supposed to talk to them at all. But anyways, what do we got? Larry H. Parker.
He got me $3.2 million.
He got me
I guess being a lawyer in the States will be
exactly.
It's a long time commercial.
This is how long this has been going on. We have Sweet James, according to his billboard. He's been voted #1. We have Russ Brown, that he just specializes in motorcycles. That's
Motorcycle accidents.
Motorcycle accidents,
Yeah.
exactly. Then we have James Wong. I found this one kind of interesting because he has two billboards. You can see it right there. Boom, one right after the other. And the end of his phone number ends in what?
888.
888. But here's really the deal here, and I'm going to show you this one coming up here. This is really the core root of part of the problem in the United States. I really believe this, and that is, check this out. He says it all in words. Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Who hurt you mentally? Who hurt you physically? Who hurt you? Because we can sue them. And the United States, is a sue-happy country.
Right. Well, and a lot of people don't realize that when they use one of these outfits and they win, the client is only getting 30%? 40%?
If they're lucky, 50%.
Oh, if
so
they're lucky.
If they're lucky, if you see somebody suing for $2 million,
they aren't going to get $2 million.
They probably aren't going to get $1 million out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The rest goes to the attorney. Yeah.
That's how come they can probably afford the big billboards.
Exactly.
Who knows?
And I'll tell you what, they're just not on
commercials.
billboards. I was going to say commercials.
Oh,
they're definitely on the commercials as well.
Right.
So
lawyers are pushing the narrative that you can sue anyone for anything, which is a very bad way to advertise attorneys or lawyers or whatever. We as a citizen should know that we have the right to an attorney and all that beautiful things. But it shouldn't be pushed down your throat so much to the point that every little thing you're gonna ask for a lawyer. Like, oh my gosh, Rookie said that shirt looks ugly on me. I'm gonna sue her for like emotional damage. Like, oh, what is my life then? And at the end of the day, you're not gonna benefit as a person because the lawyers are gonna benefit more, since like it's not even 50% that goes to you. If I pay you like $500 for your emotional damage, you're gonna get like what, $150, and then everything else goes to the lawyers. That's why they keep pushing down your throat that you have to sue everyone. Like, it's not helping the mass population. You're just making people mentally, emotionally weak at that point, and we're just scamming people. That's why two of my friends who are American, they were like, yeah, it sucks because everything, they'll sue you, everything, you get sued, everything, sue. That's why they prefer to stay here, because people there are just like all about suing one another about little things. So to see that, yeah, it's not appealing.
So that's one of the things. United States, California in particular, I don't want to speak for the whole United States, is a very sue-happy place. Mm-hmm. And I have seen frivolous lawsuits being in the business that I was in, and people just wanting money for the stupidest things. And these guys will take on the case if they think that they can win, because they're going to get some money out of it as well. So, again, one of those things that didn't drive us out of the States, but certainly didn't help. And I was tired of seeing those things, that's for sure. So it just brought back bad memories.
There you go.
Anyways, let's move on to the next thing. Let's check it out. What is the next thing here? Ooh. This one I hate. All right, here we are with our next one. And man, I had to put up with this day in and day out for a lot of my career. And that is Southern California traffic. It is absolutely insane, the amount of miles that people commute. But what's really, one of the things that just, and again, when we were there, we were in the car and we're traveling down. Check this clip out right here. Is we are in the HOV lane, which is
high occupancy vehicle.
Vehicle, which basically says we can travel in this lane as long as there are 2 or more people in the lane. Right. Now, what makes this law just kind of dumb, stupid, whatever, is you would think that it has to have 2 licensed drivers in there in order to take cars off from the other side. Mm. But no, it's just 2 people. Yeah. And you can have a mom or dad, it doesn't matter, and they've got to travel down the freeway for 10 minutes. They're going to grab that kid, that baby, whatever it might be, throw them in the car, and they are good to go. So, but everybody that you see over on the right, check this out, is, and you can see how much traffic is there. There's 1 person in that car. Now, there are exceptions. You know, somebody's getting off and they're getting off the freeway or whatever it might be. But if they have 2 people in the car, they're traveling in the HOV lane, usually. And look how many people are in traffic right there with just 1 person in the car. So, but also on the flip side of the coin, if you go in the right way and you can see we're just kind of traveling back, look at the traffic on the other side going south. And we have a couple of highway patrol officers. They patrol the freeways right there. They're just, you know, chugging right along, maybe checking out an accident or something happens. But traffic in Southern California, just
It's not good.
Mind blowing. I mean,
Right.
it really does a number on you.
Right.
And some people like to drive, but
Well, then you look over and you got the people that are texting or reading emails or watching Netflix while they're driving. You also have the ones that don't use their signal to let you know that you're getting over. Why? It doesn't hurt anything.
It doesn't.
It's not going to break your finger. Let the person know that you're going to be getting over. I mean, my gosh.
I had a clip. I'm going to see if I can't try to find it. I may have erased it, but it was one of my last days traveling up to Santa Barbara, and I was stuck in dead traffic. I mean, it was, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror and my side mirror, and there's a guy that gets out of his car. He's doing some yoga in the middle of the freeway. Everybody's just sitting there.
Well, that was the one that you were stuck like for 3 hours.
I was
right?
I was literally stuck for 3 hours on the freeway, and I had to pull off. And anyways,
that's why we're here in the Netherlands.
and that's why we're here in the Netherlands right now.
Go to Netherlands.
So traffic is kind of crazy, and it can really do a number on you. It can do a number on your vehicle, and your patience just wears very thin, very, very thin. And there's a lot of shootings on the freeway and road rage and whatnot.
Yeah.
But glad to be away from that.
First and foremost, you're already stuck in traffic, and then somebody will just shoot you. Like, oh, what is America, right? This is America. Like, it's crazy. Like, you have to have like 20 sets of ice, put it all over your body, because it's not safe anywhere. Like, from what I'm hearing and seeing, it's not safe anywhere. You have to like literally 360 your head, because you don't know. Talking about traffic, when we came back, when we landed back in the Philippines, I think it was a weekend, so it was so traffic. We were stuck there for 3 hours as well in traffic, from the airport to the bus station, and it's not that far. It's like 15 minutes away, but the traffic was insane. So California and Manila, probably crazy. Like, the traffic is probably similar, if not worse, over here.
Once again, it's not the reason we left.
No.
We don't
But
have
it
the
certainly helped
H O
provide a
whatever
reason to go, that's for
lane.
sure. So, not the sole reason. Anyways,
have the
let's move on to the
Skyway.
next one. Let's see what we got coming up. So, oh yeah, you're going to love this one. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, and this to me was a major contributing factor about moving to the Netherlands, and I'll tell you why in a second. It wasn't the only reason, but it was a major contributing factor, and that is gas prices. So check out the gas prices right here, and I think it was Chevron. So we got a Chevron price on there. Here's the thing: is look at the prices at the Chevron, and yes, here in the Netherlands, you actually pay more for gas here.
Right.
But the big difference is in Southern California and the United States, for that fact, it is a driving nation. It's a driving state. And that basically is, if somebody is going 500 yards down the road, they're getting in their car and they're driving down there. Wherever they go, you drive. You drive to work. You drive for recreation. You drive for your groceries. You just drive. And here's the thing, is that adds up real quick, especially if you're retired or you don't have a job. It just adds up so fast. And especially the cost of this. Yeah, do you know, we are the highest, or California is the highest when they pay taxes for their gas. So for every gallon of gas that you have, and what was it? It was... in 2021, it was $3 and January, February, March of 2021. We were paying $3.87 for a gallon of gas.
That was the average in California.
That was the average in California.
The average for the United States in that same time period was $2.86.
Yep.
So California was paying a dollar more for a gallon of gasoline.
Check it out. They were paying $1.18 more because we pay heavy taxes.
I don't know how to convert gallons and all that stuff, because I wasn't listening in this class. Like, I was so confused in my metrics class. I was like, you guys just shut up. Okay. Like I can just Google it and find the answer instead of like freaking doing the math. But anyways, we use liters. So I think per liter here probably now is 58 to 60 pesos, which is $1 and something. Bad at it.
On that gas, and they're supposed to be using it to fix freeways and roads and things like that. It never happens. I mean, it just never happens. They're constantly just building new gas stations too. They're going up all over the place. But gas in Southern California, especially, it's a way of life. Also, here's a good one. Love this one. Because of the emissions, when we come into the summer, the refineries charge you more because they have to shut the plant down.
Yeah.
And there's a new blend for the summer gas.
Right, and then it shuts down for the colder blend.
And there's a colder blend in it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the irony of that, like I had mentioned, is we have refineries right there in Southern California, and we pay the most for the gas, and we get the least from our tax benefit out of it. The roads are horrendous in Southern California.
Yeah, they are.
Horrendous. But anyways, gas, Southern California, yes, the Netherlands pays more, but Southern California is a driving state, and they just drive everywhere. So that was a driving force. If you're going to retire, you can't stay in Southern California, expect to drive, and pay that kind of money. So, but where do we live now? We live in Rotterdam, Netherlands, where we just go ahead, grab a tram, grab a train. Metro, absolutely. I can't say enough about it. I just really can't say enough about it.
Okay.
But, Tammy's like, well, then you just move right on to the next subject. So,
oh, you caught that, did you?
Okay, she's going to beat me a second. I try.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just kidding you. She never has this week.
And I never will.
This week. Let's move on to the next one. See my clicker? Let's move on to the next one. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about, unfortunately, has made a big presence in Southern California.
Yeah,
it
has.
Big presence. And it's usually found in low-income areas. And it's payday loans. If you need some extra money and you can go in and provide proof of employment to these guys, they will loan you X amount of dollars before your next payday.
Right.
Here's the thing, is when it has such a high interest rate, I want to say, don't hold me to this, it's like 25, 30%.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
And you're probably right.
It's bad. It's sad because people doing that can never get ahead.
You never catch up.
Never.
Never catch up.
Because you're always borrowing money or having to pay that money, and then you turn around and have to get another one because you can't pay your mortgage or you can't pay your car payment.
Very vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And again, it's all about the money in the United States and in Southern. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
And the sad part about it again is these are usually found in low-income areas. That they can't pull themselves out even if they wanted to, and they're just taking advantage. So that's just
the companies are taking advantage.
The companies are taking advantage of them. Absolutely.
Right.
It's sad, but it's true, and it's just one of those things that, again, happy to leave behind. Just very, very happy to leave behind. So let's move on to the next thing. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Let's go. All right, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about, and everybody that goes to the States realizes this, and man, when
they watch TV.
When they watch TV, and that is medical commercials on TV for medication. And so check this clip out right here. I just took it real quick right off the TV and listened to the end of the clip, and it tells you everything that can go wrong if you take this particular drug. So, and this is a pretty mild one compared to some of them. So check it out.
So get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Rybelsus with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Need to get your A1C down?
A1C down. You may pay as little as $10 per prescription.
Okay, so here's the deal is they are on all the time, and they are pushing every drug that you can possibly imagine. Now, these guys, got to be honest with you, and I'm just giving you my opinion. Some are worse than the others. The real scumbag ones of this, I mean, to me, this just irritates me so much. These are the real scumbag of the medical industry, and that is when they're pushing something on you that maybe can help you, maybe you can't, but all of a sudden they throw in this little tweak, and it says, and you might possibly even lose weight.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that's because the United States is so like weight loss crazed.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. You
Start
wouldn't even
walking,
believe it.
My
that's
goodness,
all.
that's horrible to even put that in the
driving
commercial. Like, could help you lose weight. It's like, oh, let me run to my doctor.
You might die. You might drop off a couple of limbs. You can definitely lose some toes,
right?
But you can lose some weight. So it's like, I'll take it.
Right.
Like, I'd rather lose all my
Tammy
toes.
and I have a friend, or we know a guy, I should say, that's a doctor. And the reason these commercials are actually on TV, and here's really the crux of it. And first of all, I want you to take a look at this right here, because this is part of it. But the reason that these are on TV is because the United States is such a sue-happy country. And the thing of it is, if somebody comes in asking their doctor, I want to go ahead and take this, the doctor almost has to prescribe it for them. And the reason being is if something happens to them and the doctor did not prescribe it for them, they can turn around and sue the doctor because they can say, you know what? This wouldn't happen if you gave me this drug right here. So it's like, it's a catch-22 a lot of times for the doctors. They don't want to be caught in a lawsuit, so they have to prescribe it for them as long as they go over what the ramifications are. But once again, these guys are truly, and the drug companies in the United States that deal with the United States are literally the scum of the earth. That's all I can say.
That's pretty strong.
It is. They're scum. And right at the end of this commercial that you saw, that was, you can get the prescription for $10. Yeah. You got to read the fine print down at the bottom. The fine print, the prescription usually comes in 5, 10, and 15 milligrams. But if you want to get it for $10, it has to be the 3 milligram dose, and you have to have medical insurance in order to get it for that price, so that the medical company can go ahead and subsidize on the other side, or the insurance company can go ahead and subsidize that. There's always a catch, and just follow the money. There's always a catch for the money. So,
now that your rant is over.
Now that my rant is over, you can tell how I really feel about these guys.
Let's go on to the next thing.
Let's move on to the next thing and see what that has to hold for it. Probably something much better. I know it's better. So let's go on. All right, so here's the question. And it is, are we becoming Dutch and we really don't even realize it as we go? And the reason I say this is, check this out. This first picture that you're going to look at right here is nothing but pain relievers going right down the side right there. I mean, that is a lot. You can see Tammy down in the aisle. I think she's looking for something on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, you see nothing but pain relievers. Everything from Excedrin to Tylenol to Advil and they all come in big bulk, 500. And that used to be my favorite aisle. It's just like, I have a little of this, a little of that, all Excedrin, of course, you know.
What ails you?
Yeah, really. So, but now walking down that aisle, I don't
even think I take medications that often. Like, it's rare. Probably like in 2 years, I would have an Advil or a paracetamol, a flu pill or whatever. But that's about it. Like, medicines here are okay, but it's not necessarily like shoved in your face as much as that. And not, you know how Filipino, I don't know if you don't, but most of the Filipino thing is, you'll be fine, just rub some Vicks all over your body and you'll be fine. So that's literally like our medication. Like, I have a lot of Vicks hidden away, so if something's wrong, I just get it and slather myself up with it and I'm good. Like, I don't need to pop like 20 pills, right?
Standing there taking a look at it, I'm going like, why do you need that? a little paramedazole.
Wow, paracetamol.
Paracetamol, yeah, and maybe some ibuprofen. That's all you really need. I mean, really, that's just it. And here's just an interesting fact: is go ahead and take a look at all that stuff that's on that aisle right there. It all comes in bulk. Here, it comes like little punch outs.
In the blister packs.
In the blister pack.
Yeah.
And the other thing I like about it here, which is very, very cool, is it has Braille on the outside of the packages.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
That is just such a sweet deal. So here's another picture. I want to show you this one. This one was really my favorite aisle. And take a look at this picture right here. It is nothing but sleep aids. Nothing but sleep aids. That's all it is. Stuff that you can take to help you fall asleep. And again, I'm looking at it going like, why do you need that to fall asleep? I mean, especially here, we're out, we're walking, we're more active, biking, whatnot. You shouldn't need that kind of stuff at all. So, and then the last picture I want to show you is, again, you can see Tammy going down the aisle. She's looking for something for the baby, I think. But on the right is all allergy medicine. It's just anything that has to do with allergies. The NyQuils, the cold stuff, the Afrin for the nose. And, and again, I look at that and I'm going like, why would anybody need that much of that stuff?
Aisle, as we have to
you're just masking it.
The pharmacy.
But anyways.
Who are you?
I'm a guy that's becoming Dutch, and I don't even know it.
Pick it up on your own, even if it's
But
not
anyways,
prescribed.
but you know what? I do want to transition into one last thing here, and that is it's not all doom and gloom. Really, it's not. On our last day, we went down, Tammy and I, we went to Seal Beach with some family, her dad and whatnot. I took some pictures of the water, and went back and I took some pictures of the beach. These pictures aren't doctored in any way. And it was just such a beautiful day. Southern California is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. Yeah. Winter, spring, summer, fall.
Oh, you should put in that picture too from when we were at the in Santa Anita Park.
Oh, yeah.
The mountains. That's one thing that I found that I kind of missed, and I didn't realize it until we were there, is the hillside and the mountains.
The mountains. I have a few pictures of the mountains. I'll put a couple in there. Yeah, you know what? Love the Netherlands for the flat roads and the biking. Man, that is awesome. But, when you're just driving down the freeway or whatnot, and you look at the mountains, or you're over at the racetrack, you see the mountains are right there. It's beautiful to see. So, again, it's not all doom and gloom there. It really isn't. No. And I can find a lot of good things to say about it. I can find twice as many bad things to say about it. But so that's pretty much, the reasons why we came to the Netherlands. Not the only reasons, but they were factors, I want to say. But yeah, I think we're becoming Dutch. Yeah. So with that being said, and yes, I said it, hey, you know what? We are so close. We are so close to 8,000 subscribers.
Thank you very much for those of you who have subscribed already.
Absolutely. And you know what? We really do. You guys are the best. I mean, you really are. The comments that come through, the thumbs up. We have made so many friends through the internet and through the web channel, the YouTube channel. It's great. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
If you found this even semi-entertaining, if you think my wife is the most beautiful woman on the world, just go ahead and subscribe. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. So with that being said, this is where you need to subscribe right here. Boop. Right there. So with that being said, thank you so much. From Soul to Soul Travels. Till next time, we'll see you there.
Tootsings.
Tootsings. Oh, by the way, one last thing. We got a video coming out next week. This is a Netherlands thing, and I don't understand it. So we got to do the subscribe thing one more time. Right there. I'm going to need help with that. Till next time, we'll see you there.
Tootsings.
Howdo.
I could have ended the video way longer, but anyways, that was interesting to hear their reasons, because people have different reasons to why they'll never go back to the States, and this was pretty much different from the others that we've actually reacted to. Most of them were talking about the work-life balance, the work culture in Netherlands, or in the other European countries, but and also like the benefits and all that, but they never talked about what they were talking about specifically. So that's very interesting to get a different perspective. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.